Welcome back. So if you were among the thousands of people who walked through the Fine Arts Building at this year's Minnesota State Fair, you might have seen a crowd of people gathered around an intriguing drawing with magnifying glasses in their hands. Boyd Huppert happened to see it as well, and he ended up getting a closer look at the artist who captivated so many.
At the Minnesota State Fair, it's all about big.
Look at the pig!
Biggest boar.
Face tower.
Tallest stick.
Two of you guys enjoy.
Grandest wheel.
It's crazy.
But this year at the Fine Arts Building,
So cool.
people couldn't stop focusing
Wow.
on Tiny.
I couldn't even write this small if I wanted to.
What could possibly be hidden in these crowd-attracting squiggles?
A lot of really good quotes.
Really,
If you can touch the moon, you will reach the stars.
right there, just left of the shadow. See it? Written top to bottom.
That's nice. Love the life you were born to live. Yeah, that's a good one.
Which raises an often asked question.
Who made this?
The answer sits at the feet
My name is Jeffrey Gauss.
of this historic Minneapolis flour mill.
I'm working on a piece about freedom.
Jeffrey Gauss, put bluntly, is impaired.
I have something called high myopia.
In this world, not good.
When I don't have my glasses on, I can see colors and shapes and things, but I wouldn't be able to recognize a person. I wouldn't be able to read a sign.
But in his world,
We shall overcome.
Jeffrey's at home.
So I can see inches away without any magnification.
Remember, we are shooting this with a fully extended zoom lens.
It's amazing.
Otherwise, like these people at the State Fair,
You could look at this for hours and find something new to look at.
you too would likely need a magnifying glass to see this.
Make peace with the universe around you.
How do you write so slow?
There, I look over the top of my glasses to get that fine detail.
Third grade Jeffrey was once admonished by a teacher for not writing his name on a test.
She couldn't see it. It was that tiny. I just said, I think you might need glasses because I couldn't see that so clear.
With a single work taking months to complete, Jeffrey has a lot to doodle.
This was called Microdoodle Topiary.
Unaided, most of us see this.
This is called Microdoodle Calder.
But with a zoom lens,
He's right,
there's Waldo.
and I put him in that boat.
Surgery could fix Jeffrey if he needed fixing.
Everybody has a gift, I think, that God gives them, and I think if we really nurture those gifts and realize what they are, this world would be a much, much better place.
We are all God's children.
Not a bad lesson if we focus
Anything is possible.
on just finding it.
Did somebody do that by hand?
Boyd Huppert, KARE 11 News,
Holy crap.
Falcon Heights.
Incredible. Jeff is also known around the Twin Cities for his artwork on magnets, which helps him continue to work as a full-time artist. You'll find a link to his website so you can check all that stuff out on our website, KARE11.com. So let's shift to the holidays. If you're looking to save some money this Thanksgiving, Amazon says it has a meal deal for you. The company's Thanksgiving meal feeds a family of 5 for $25. 8-pound turkey, rolls, stuffing, mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, cranberry. Also has a pie. The meal kit is available to order from Wednesday, November 12th through Thanksgiving Day. And with these seasons changing, right now, a lot of you still adjusting to that weekend time change, that fall back. There's might be a chance you woke up pretty tired today, despite setting your clocks back 1 hour a couple days ago. But health experts say how you're feeling may actually be subtle signs of sleep apnea. Here's Jeremiah Jacobson.
Whenever the time shifts, so does your sleep routine. And it may mean you wake up sleepier than usual. But if it's a consistent problem, the fatigue and lack of energy may not be due to daylight saving time.
You're giving yourself 7 to 8 hours of sleep and you're still waking up tired, you're tired during the day, then definitely looking for a sleep disorder like obstructive sleep apnea is reasonable.
Dr. Mina Khan with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center says obstructive sleep apnea is a medical condition where a person's airway closes off and on during sleep. Some subtle signs of this sleeping disorder include waking up feeling tired, like you haven't slept at all, having low energy, or difficulties with concentration and focus. She says more obvious symptoms are snoring, gasping during sleep, and dozing off during the day.
Their severe obstructive sleep apnea has been associated with development of high blood pressure, heart issues, strokes, and memory problems.
Kahn says there are several ways to treat obstructive sleep apnea, the most common being the use of a CPAP device, which works by delivering pressurized air into the sleeping person to keep the airway open. If you suspect this sleep disorder, a doctor can have you tested.
It is done with a sleep study. There is a home sleep study that is used mainly to diagnose obstructive sleep apnea. So not everybody has to come into the sleep lab and sleep overnight.
Health experts say there's a few factors that put a person at a higher risk of developing sleep apnea, such as age. Also, men are higher risk than women. However, once women are postmenopausal, they risk this chance as well. Dr. Kahn says being overweight also raises the chances of developing sleep apnea. Well, check this thing out. The snowball toss marks the beginning of the Minneapolis transformation into Winter-apolis. It's a new winter tradition for downtown that begins the night after Thanksgiving and lasts well into February, one of the coldest months of the year. The festival is a combination of events we already have, like the Dayton's Market, the Art Shanty projects, and the Great Northern Festival. But there's some new stuff for your family as well.
Well, I think the most important part of this is that winter can be a lonely time, and we want this to be one where people come and join themselves together, but also we want to invite the rest of the world in.
It's former Mayor R.T. Rybak. He loves winter. The kickoff to this is the night after Thanksgiving, as I said, and it starts at 5 o'clock. There's going to be live entertainment all on Nicollet Mall and Crystal Court. At 6 o'clock is when the skyscrapers and the businesses and the streetlights will be lit ceremoniously along with a celebratory Christmas tree. Stay with us. More news and weather coming up after the break.